Hey, are you awake? Yeah. Yeah, I know it's 3 a.m. Yeah, I know you have a job application in the morning. Yes, I know the alarm is set for 6 a.m. I need to talk about this right now. Yes, it's important. So, back in the 2010s, I forgot which year, there was this game, Five Nights at Freddy's, and it was all the rage. Everyone knows about FNAF. Yeah, I know. This was something entirely different. Like, I cannot stress enough how weird the theories were because people started picking up the game and they saw newspaper clippings that said that 5 kids went missing and that the suit smelled weird, and you know where people went with that. That's not really the cool part. And there was Golden Freddy, where if you switch to a camera, I don't remember what camera. There was a camera, and if you switch to it, there was a small chance that Golden Freddy would appear on one of the posters, and and the and then when you switched off the camera, Golden Freddy would be in the room and there would be a girly giggle, which led to the theory that that normal Freddy was actually a girl. But Golden Freddy would appear in your office and he would crash your game, which was so creepy back in the day. But there were so many funny theories. There was this one theory that a lot of people actually subscribed to. It was about um Foxy, that Foxy was actually a good guy because he doesn't straight up jump scare you, he just kind of appears from afar. So people thought that he was just checking in on you. So yeah, the theories in Five Nights at Freddy's back then were so weird. Yeah, I know this is important. I need to talk about this right now. Right now. Right now. Like let me start from the beginning of Five Nights at Freddy's to make it easier. So there was this guy, Emily Henry. I forgot his name for a second. I'm so sorry. And he was making animatronics. Well, he wasn't making animatronics. Wait, was he? Was he? I think they confirmed it in Secret of the Mimic that he started off somewhere else. But yeah, Emily Henry and William Afton went into business together for a, a pizzeria. Well, no, not a pizzeria, a family diner. And it would I forgot the lore. But what's important is there's a bunch of kids that died in there. It was very weird. And then the more important part, there was the kids of William Afton. There was a kid, and there's like a lot of debate on if his name is Dave or Evan. I think it's probably Dave. I don't know for sure though. But he had a child named Dave. He had a child named um, Michael, and he had a daughter named Elizabeth. And only one of them is quote unquote alive at the current point of the games. Like when we're talking Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and that's Michael Afton, because uh, Dave, or as he's often called, the crying child, was relentlessly bullied by Michael and his friends, and he was absolutely terrified of the animatronics. So to bully Dave slash the crying child, Michael and his friends would put uh, Dave's head into the mouth of the animatronic Fredbear because Freddy wasn't really in that restaurant. It was just Fredbear and Golden Bonnie, I think it was. I don't know. It's 3 a.m. I know. But yeah, that led to quote Markiplier, the bite of 87, but it was actually the bite of 83. The bite of 87 is completely unrelated. It was most likely a security guard who got attacked by the mangle, who got his frontal lobe severed from the rest of his brain. So basically, mangle lobotomy. But where was it? Oh yeah, right. So Dave slash the crying child basically dies because of the injuries of getting his head chomped the by Fredbear. And yeah, yeah. There was also Elizabeth, the sister of Michael and Dave, who was, I think, really into Michael Afton's machinery. Michael Afton had promised Elizabeth at some point that he had made a animatronic just for her. Also, just for the record, Michael Afton kills kids. He makes animatronics to kill kids. The animatronic he promised to Elizabeth, guess what? Kills kids. So it was a little bit awkward, but Elizabeth finally gets close to the animatronic while nobody is looking, and the animatronic, who is Circus Baby, does what the animatronic is built to do and kills kids. So Elizabeth is killed by Circus Baby and goes on to possess Circus Baby, which changes a Circus Baby's eyes from, what was it, blue to green? I like green. Green's a nice color. Like trees. Wait, what was I saying again? Oh, right. Child murder. Um, yeah, there were a bunch of animatronics that William Afton made specifically to kill kids. They were the Funtime animatronics. There was a Freddy. There was one that wasn't really based on anything, I think, and they were called Ballora. They are the most human-esque, um, animatronic that Five Nights at Freddy's has, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, I really don't know. But yeah, there was also, what was there? Oh, there was a Foxy variant, and I think that's it. But to um to put everything together, all the animatronics, they had wills of their own, because of course they do. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's game. They wanted to get out of the storage basement that they were in, so they meet up with Michael Afton, who works there. I don't Because he was looking for his sister, and he found her in Circus Baby. But the animatronics, they really wanted to escape from the basement, so they ended up scooping out Michael Afton's bones, I think it was, and then injected all of their animatronics into Michael Afton so they could use him as a flesh puppet. But, without bones and insides, you die pretty fast. Well, at least you're supposed to, so Michael Afton's body decayed a lot. So at a certain point, they could no longer use Michael Afton as a puppet, so they had to go into the sewers. And Michael Afton didn't die because, what was it? Remnant? So there's remnant, there's this substance which is basically positive feelings or something. It's confusing. I don't know, but it keeps people alive, and it's also apparently what Michael Afton was looking for when he was killing kids for some reason. There's remnant and agony, and remnant is supposed to form from good memories and agony from the bad ones. So if someone dies of agony, they produce agony. Is I think it is. Yeah, yeah. I know. Oh, okay. I'll let you sleep. Okay. I'll I'll I'll, I'll do this again tomorrow. You'll never stop me. All right. Good night.